So they're a little bit different in the formulas because they're a little bit different of a shape. If you'll notice, I still have the same picture that we had on the notes yesterday. Okay, so again, a pyramid and a cone. A pyramid is named after its base. So like this would be a square pyramid because its base is a square. If this were a triangle, it would be a triangular pyramid because its base would be a triangle, which is this one. Okay, so there's a triangular pyramid, comes to a point. And then you have your cone, and that is a circular base. Okay, so those are the things that we're talking about today. So we're going to start by defining some stuff just like we did yesterday first. Maybe. All right, so a geometric solid with one base, that is a polygon. Okay, the difference is we only have one base for a pyramid versus two in a prism. Is called a pyramid. The intersection of all of the lateral faces in your pyramid, this is called your vertex. The perpendicular segment from the vertex, okay, so imagine in here in the middle of the pyramid, is called my altitude. Okay, it is perpendicular to the base and it has to come to the vertex there. Also, the next one, a regular pyramid, is a pyramid where the base is a regular polygon. You guys remember what a regular polygon is? Where all of the sides are the same length, okay, and all of the angles are the same. So like in a regular quadrilateral, that would have to be a square because all four sides are the same and all of your angles are right angles. Okay. If it is a, bless you, triangle, and it is a regular pyramid, it would be an equilateral triangle because all three sides of your triangle would be equal. All lateral edges, am I missing a word? No, okay, are congruent. And then, so all of these sides here of my pyramid have the same length to them. They're all congruent. And then all of my lateral faces, what shape is my lateral face this time? It was rectangular yesterday. What is the shape now? Triangle. It is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so again, all of my lateral edges are congruent. All of my faces, the lateral faces, are isosceles triangles. And then the altitude, what I just showed you, is going through the center of the base, in the middle of the base. Okay, so the altitude is going to be perpendicular to the middle of your base. Like, okay, the altitude is in the middle, touching the vertex, and then you can see it touches the center of my base here. And then we also have what we call the slant height. Okay, the slant height. Now, everybody look at my pyramid. My slant height, think about slanting something makes it tilted, right? Your slant height is going to be the height of your lateral face. So it is actually going to be like on the outside of your pyramid. Okay, that's called your slant height. Okay, the altitude is in the middle. The slant height is on the edge. So there's a difference there. Altitude is perpendicular. Slant height is here on the edge of the triangle.
Like this?
Yes.
And that?
And then we have a geometric solid with one vertex and a circular base is called a cone. And the segment from the vertex to the center of the base, much like in the regular pyramid, is called the altitude. Okay, altitude also means height, so remember that's how tall it is. Which one? Slant height. The slant height is the altitude of the lateral face. All right, and then just like yesterday, the lateral area of a pyramid is the sum of all of the areas of the lateral faces. And here's your formula written right there. Lateral area this time is 1/2 times the perimeter times the slant height.
That's the formula every time?
Say that one more time.
Is that the formula every time?
Well, because it's a pyramid, it's 1/2. Yesterday, the lateral perimeter times the height without the 1/2.
That's because we're doing
That's those of yesterday. All right, so in that formula, the P is your perimeter. That L, that little like italicized L, is the slant height. Okay, so not like a prism. It's not the perimeter times the actual height. It's the perimeter times the slant height. So that's the one on the outside. And then for a cone, your lateral area is just pi times your radius times your slant height. Okay. Yes, you get all of these formulas with your test. I'm not going to make you trying to memorize all these would be crazy. And then surface area is just the sum of the areas of all of the faces, including the bases, if my pen would write. Yes. So, like lateral area is just the outside edge. The surface area is everything. And then because the pyramids only have one base, the surface area is just your lateral area plus one base area. And then for a cone, the surface area is your lateral area times pi r squared, where r is your radius. Are we ready? Everybody got all that? Okay. All right, flip it over. Now, a lot of the times it's easier to decide what the base is in a pyramid because you can just tell what the shape is and it's every other part is a triangle. So it's much easier to determine the base. And my stuff didn't move, did it? Come on. So looking at that first pyramid while we wait to see if this is going to catch up with me, what is the shape of the base? Square. It's a square, okay? So what we want to do first is I want you to find the perimeter of that square and the area of that square. We're looking at question number 1 on the back of our notes, waiting for my TV to catch up. You're looking at the square base. I want you, what are you doing? Sit down. You need to be writing. I know, I'm trying to get it to connect so it catches up with me. Find the perimeter of your square and then find the area of your square. That's what I need you to do first. Perimeter. Yes. Again, we're focused on this square right here. How many sides does a square have? Kingsley, how many sides does a square have?
4.
4. And all of them are going to be, what's the length?
8.
8. So add 8 4 times. That gives you the perimeter. We should all be finding the perimeter of the square base. Get this thing to catch up with me. Okay. So if I have a square, all 4 sides are 8. So what is 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8?
32.
Okay. And then to find the area of a square, we just multiply one side times the other, and that's going to give me 64. Okay. So for every shape, that's what we need to do.
What's the 11 point? That's what
I'm not finished. We're just getting started. 8 times 8. We're finding the area of a square, length times width. Are we ready? So then we're going to find the lateral area. Okay, and your formula is going to be 1/2 your perimeter times your slant height. What did we say the perimeter was? Kingsley, this is where you need to pay attention. My slant height is the length of the segment that goes down the middle of one of my sides. What is that labeled here? 11.7. That's my slant height. That's when I need that. So we need to get our calculators out. We need to multiply 1/2 or 0.5 times 32 times 11.7. 187.2. So that's the first thing.
So you do like 0.5?
Yeah.
Times
32 times 11.7. And then for our surface area,
I got it. Okay.
that is my lateral area plus the base area. But we only have one base, so we don't have to do times 2 like we did here. There's only one base. So my lateral area is 187.2. What did we say the area of the base was? 64. So I'm going to add that to the 187.2. And that's going to give me a surface area of... Yes. Okay, so again, looking at your base of your pyramid first, you want to find the perimeter of that base. You want to find the area of that base. Then you can plug everything into your formula and find what you need. So I want you to try number 2. It is just like number 1. Find the perimeter first, then find the area.
How you got the last answer? You multiply or you add it?
I'm answering the same like you. All of them.
Oh, no, it's different. Find the perimeter of your base for number 2. Find the area of the base. Then you can start with your lateral area and surface area. And then we got the area by multiplying it. That's where this.
You can be the one that picks all the rest of it.
The slant height is only.
So you just do like this.
Like if you look at your pyramid, your slant height is this distance.
I got it, that shit, huh? Come over here, me. I'll come here. Oh. That doesn't get kicked.
I'm not doing it.
That doesn't get, that
You're distracting and I can't focus.
doesn't get kicked out the class? Wow. Wait, this is what I got.
That's the area.
Area. What?
Why do you look at that?
It was 20, not 25, eh? I'm sure.
Is the base a square again? Yes. So we're going to find the perimeter. Then we're going to find the area. Then we can go to our lateral area. Lateral area is my 1/2 times my perimeter, which we said was 20, times what is my slant height?
7.4.
74? Yeah. So I got my lateral area of 74. And then the surface area is that same lateral area, 74, plus the area of the base. Yep. Excuse me. Equals 99. Mariah, that's not what you had, though, is it? Those weren't your numbers? I don't remember those being your numbers.
For this, you do the same thing.
Is everybody okay with number 2? All right. For time's sake, we're going to skip down to number 4. All right, number 7. Number 7.
I do that.
I'm about to tell you. Are we ready? Okay, this is a cylinder. The cylinders have specific formulas. So if we look for our lateral area formula, it is 1/2. No, I'm just kidding. It is not that. Hold on. The 1/2 cancels itself out. That's why. Hold on. It is pi times radius times slant height. Excuse me. And surface area is going to be your lateral area plus pi r squared. Okay, so in my picture, lateral area plus pi r squared. What's my radius? 7. Okay, so we're going to plug this in. We're going to go pi times 7. What's my slant height? And remember, we want to leave the pi symbol. So in your calculator, just multiply 7 times 11.4. And then you're going to stick pi on the end of that number.
Wait, what?
Do 7 times 11.4.
That's the answer.
That's for lateral area, yep. And then for surface area, excuse me, it is going to be that lateral area, 79.8 pi, plus pi times my radius squared. And you already told me the radius was 7. So the first thing I want to do is square 7. So that's going to give me 49 pi. And then you can just add the numbers together. Add the 79.8 plus 49. And then whatever number you get for that, stick pi on the end of it. And that will give us our surface area of 128.8 pi. I'm going to let you try 7, but let me ask you a question. I'm sorry, 8. Do I have the radius or the diameter in number 8? Diameter. How do I find the radius? Divide the diameter by 2. So in your calculator, do this. Do 27 divided by 2 so that we can find the radius. Now I want you to finish it. Lateral area is pi times radius times slant pi. Just multiply the numbers and keep your pi symbol. And then surface area is your lateral area plus pi r squared.
Where you get 13? That must be the answer to that, though.
No,
Where you get? Oh,
27 divided by 2.
What's my slant height in this problem? Mm-hmm. So for lateral area, did y'all get 39.15 pi? Nope, that pushed the wrong buttons. Let me try that one more time. How about 444.15? Okay, 13.5 times 32.9. And again, we just keep the pi symbol. And then for surface area, it's going to be the lateral area plus pi r squared. So the first thing I need to do is 13.5 squared. Get 182.25 pi. And then we can just add the numerical values. 444.15 plus 182.25. And so our surface area is going to be 626.4 pi. Huh? You got to put pi on it though, because they both have a pi with it. So when you add the numbers and then you just put the pi behind it. Is everybody okay with that? Yes. Are these a little bit easier than yesterday?
Ms. Jordan, Ms. Bridges, can you post 5 bonus points if you subscribe to your YouTube channel?
I'm going to give you some directions on this homework because I don't want you to do all of them. So let me pass them out and I will tell you what to do. Stop.
You sing the song.
I don't care. Okay, I'm tired of the language. I'm not talking physically to you. I'm talking in your direction. I'm tired of the language. I'm tired of the disrespect.
I ain't saying nothing.
You said no?
good with them. The ones that are like, the ones that are like, this one is ready. Did you do this one? Number 7?
Okay, everybody listen. Cross out number 2. Cross out number 4. Okay, don't do 2, don't do 4. And then look at number 7. Do you see how they have that base grayed out? And then under it, they have the big B equals. They're telling you the area of the base. So you don't have to worry about finding that. They gave that to you. So the only thing you would have to find is the perimeter of that base. What does it say one of those sides is? 12. And then how many sides are there? 5. So to get the perimeter, it would be 12 times 5, which would be 60. Okay. So they give you most everything you need there. So you can skip 2 and skip 4 because those are triangular bases. The rest of them are exactly like what we just did in the notes. Square bases and cones. Is everybody okay with that? Okay. Your formulas are on your sheet. If you forget them, they're on your notes in the front side. Our test on this stuff is next Thursday.
Come on, closer, come closer. You know the rules. You know the rules.